pagatun-an subong is Psalm 49 nga ginataytulan The Fully Trusting in Wealth. This is a wisdom psalm, remind us the book of Ecclesiastes with its emphasis on the futility of worldliness. But unlike Ecclesiastes, it brings out the assurance of victory over death of the righteous. The psalm gives a sharp warning to the people who cherish power and pomp that this world offers. Ang ini nga salmo nagawarn sa mga tao nga nagakalipay sa power nga grabe ang mga pagtaha sang tao that this world offers. It is temporary and cannot redeem. Conversely, the psalm gives encouragement to the godly sa mga Diyosnon who feel overwhelmed by the power and influence of the rich and famous. The victory is there in final decision. The righteous must evaluate the world's pomp in the light of different destinies of the foolish and the wise after death. Verse 13 to 20. Those who trust in pomp and power are foolish even though they may have a following. This is their way, is their folly. Yet their posterity approve their saying. Ang kabuangan nila, bisan ang ila mga heredero, naga-approve sang ila saying. The last portion of the psalm carries the theme further. Not only can no one avoid death, death will consume all their power, kag ang ila magnificence, ang ila pagpabugal. The verse sums up what has been said before. This their way could be an adjunct for their life and conduct, but it may have the nuance of her of faith. Destiny is called fully, a word that what can mean stupid security and presumptuous confidence as well as empty-headed. It is fully because they lack understanding. They need the teaching of the saints. They need the teaching of the Bible. Like sheep, they are laid in grave. Death shall feed them, and the upright shall have dominion over them in the morning. And their beauty shall consume in the grave from their dwelling. But God will redeem my soul from the power of the world. He shall receive me. Selah. In these two verses, the psalmist provide a contrast in destinies. This is what the righteous must keep in mind in order not to fear or to be in awe or worldly affluence. The destiny of the foolish is described figuratively as being shepherded by death. Gina daw parehos padulong sa kamatayon. In contrast, for the psalmist, perhaps parenthetically to the thought, the upright will have dominion over them in the morning. The verb have dominion over means to trample them as if in conquest. Bisan sa pagdaog, the psalmist declares, God will redeem my life from the power of the grave, for He will receive me. Ang psalmista naga-emphasize ang redemption. Clearly is contrasting destinies. Death will shepherd the ungodly. God will redeem the righteous from the power of death. Communion with God will survive the oppression of this world and the experience of death. Death will not be the shepherd of the righteous, for God will receive them. For our conclusion, the fleeting pleasures of worldly riches are seductive and deceptive, able to pull people away from God. Instead of being duped undefrauded. The righteous must look to God for true satisfaction. Magtanaw sa Diyos. Jesus nagrason sa Matthew 16:26, what good will it be for a man if he gains the whole world, yet forfeits his soul? Or what can a man give in exchange for his soul? Kung may problema, dangop sa Diyos for our application. 1 Corinthians 4:2. Moreover, it is required in stewards that man be found faithful. Kung ano nga mga resources kag wealth nga ara sa imo, maging faithful ka sa Diyos, gamita para sa kaymayaan sang Diyos. Luke 16:10, he that is faithful in that which is least is faithful also in much. Also in much, he that is unjust in the least is also unjust also in much. Kita nga mga Kristohanon, bisan jutay ang aton resources, maging faithful kita, gamiton ta para sa kaymayaan sang Diyos for the service of God. Kabay pa nga ang application ta, maging faithful kita sang aton mga resources. Waay kita kundi ang kabuhi ta. Kung bisan jutay ang aton resources, gamiton ta para sa kaymayaan sang Diyos. This is God's word for you today.